Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I make water kefir. Okay, if you haven't considered subscribing, please consider subscribing as we're bringing out new content all the time. We do vlogs on Mondays, we do garden tours on Fridays, and some Wednesdays we do either a craft or a shopping haul. Okay, with that being said, let's jump into today's vlog. Okay, water kefir time. Right, this is what water kefir grains look like. They are quite firm. They're like a little gelatinous. See, I did start doing this and then remembered I was supposed to record, so that's why I've got kefir grains in there. Okay, what I'm going to do is empty out one, then I'll explain to you what we've been doing. Waiting for that to drain. Right, now you'll get your grains in a little, well, I have mine in a little clear baggie. So what I do is measure 750 mils of spring water. Do not use tap water. Chlorine and things like that do not do well with kefir grains or any ferments. You're always better with bottled water. And to this we are going to add 1 tablespoon of homemade brown sugar, and then we're going to add 3 tablespoons of white sugar. Okay, and we're going to stir this until the sugar has dissolved. This is just room temperature water, just room temperature, and you keep stirring and stirring until the sugar has dissolved. Almost dissolved. Just have to keep going. There we are. This is so easy to do. Okay, that's dissolved. Then you're going to take your little sachet of your kefir grains and put it in, which is normally around 4 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3, 4. As I said, this is just my way of doing it. It's what I find works very well for me. Okay, and then we just get a bit of cloth and a band, and we just put it on like that. Okay, and then I leave that literally next to my dehydrator. There's still one that needs to be done. 1, 2. I did start off with 1 little sachet, and this is my 3rd jar now, so I've gone up to 5 jars, and probably if I didn't do the extra I've probably gone up to 6 jars, but we do go through this so quickly. Right, and then for the second ferment, you've strained it through muslin cloth, and that is your water kefir now. So 1 you can just put it in the fridge and drink it like it is. It doesn't have any flavour, just slightly sweet. Or you can do what we do, and is add some fruit to it and leave it out for 24 hours. Let me stop there. Okay, so we have, this is our favourite, is pineapple. And what we're going to do is cut either a couple of rings into little slices that fit in the bottle, and I just like that. This one's actually pineapple chunks. Now I have got one in their own juices. I'm going to have to cut these down slightly because they are quite thick. So it's normally I put in is the equivalent to 2 rings. A little extra isn't going to hurt, just gives more flavour. Couple more pieces. My kids go through this so quickly, so do I. Okay, now I've got a little juice left in the tin. I'm not going to waste it. I'm going to put it in. Make sure you leave enough room because they will go fizzy. And then again, this one is classed as the second ferment. And we're going to put this one by the dehydrator. So we do 24 hours, no, we do 48 hours in the sugar solution. Literally, you just leave it 48 hours. This is how long this one's been in. It's been in 48 hours. Strain it off. I've already got this sugar water ready, which is again 3 white sugar, 1 brown sugar, which puts about 4 tablespoons. Ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, there we are. Now that one is ready to sit for 48 hours in a fairly warm place. You don't want it over hot, but that's why I put it with my dehydrator. Let me see if I can show you. There we are, that's where they're sat. And that's my dehydrator. So that's that. Let's bottle that one. So those sat by the dehydrator in the jars is literally 48-hour ferment, and then you strain it out to do this. This is classed as your second ferment, and this will just stay out for just for 24 hours with the fruit in. Then it gets put in the fridge and it's ready to drink. I'm going to put that juice in because I don't like wasting anything. So it's ever so easy. 48 hours to start with, second ferment 24 hours. So easy. Water kefir is so rich in probiotics. Really good for your tummy. And that's probably about it. And you have to put it into a bottle because it now needs to be in an airtight container. So these sort of bottles are perfect for this. I got You can get them in Hobbycraft, you can get them in One Below, you can get them in the range. So there's plenty of places to get them, and they're not overly expensive. I think they even do them in IKEA, which I think is where this one comes from, this particular bottle. Don't want to waste. And add a lot of the juices. Top that up a little bit. Pop the lid on. Make sure it's nice and tight and snug. And that just sits and waits. And you can use fresh pineapple, you can use frozen pineapple, and use any fruit that you want. And there we are, all done. So we have 5 bottles there. Let me clear up and I will be back. Right, and this is what it looks like when it's been in the fridge. And you should be able to hear it fizzing. Hopefully you heard that. I'll do it with the other one. And that's my third. There we are. You see? It fizzes, so it's actually naturally fizzy now. If you want it more fizzy than what this is, you can leave it another 24 hours out by your, in your warm place. As you can see, they're all fizzy. There's white bubbles there. I don't know whether you can see the bubbles in that. They're all fizzy. And this is a great alternative, healthy alternative to a fizzy pop like Coke or, I don't know, Dr. Pepper, lemonade. This is actually really good for you. As I said, it contains lots of probiotics, which is obviously great for your tummy as well as your overall health. So I love this water kefir. My kids love this water kefir. It's so easy to do. And you can see how big the grains can come. When I got mine were tiny like these ones. Tiny, tiny, and now look at them there. They are big grains. Look at that. Just one grain. So I got mine from, I think it was from Amazon. Yes, it was from Amazon. And I think it was about £4 odd, something like that, £3.99, £4.99, something like that. You can see the grains. And they do multiply quickly. When it came, I had enough just for 1 jar. And I've just been doing this literally just a couple of weeks, because I always like to try and run something first before I video it, so I know it works, etc, etc. So you can, if you're not going to use your grains, you can leave them in a dish in your fridge with some sugar water, and I think you can leave that in for a couple of weeks. I think you can freeze them. If you find that your grains aren't doing very well, put a teaspoon of molasses in. They love the minerals that comes in molasses, which is why I do the homemade brown sugar, because I use white sugar and molasses in it, and it seems to work for mine really well. I mean, mine have, crikey, I've got 2 for I could probably get 6 quart jars out of what would have been just 1 jar full. Okay, this is going to be week 12 of the hashtag 1.50 challenge, and a little recap on what we've already got. which is a big box full. We've got cuppa soups, we've got tins of soups, we've got baked beans and pork sausages, we've got mixed veg, we've got rice pudding, we've got tins of spaghetti hoops, we've got garden peas, carrots, new potatoes, chopped tomatoes, a salad cream, a condensed soup of mushroom and a chicken one, and normal tomato soup, chicken soup. We have a pasta sauce, we have a macaroni and cheese sauce, we have pasta, we have rice, we have bread flour, we have yeast, we have tomato puree, we have rice and porridge oats, we have veg yeast, we have a curry sauce, we have a chow mein sauce, we have some flavourings for potatoes, we have some couscous, some spaghetti. So that's there. Now I'll show you what we got for week 12. Okay, I spent exactly £1.50 this week. There we are. What did we get? Let's have a look. I got a golden vegetable savoury rice. That was 25 pence. I have a butterscotch flavour pudding. It's just add milk and whisk. That was 29 pence. We also have a strawberry one, which is there is also 29. We have a sage and onion stuffing mix. That's 35 pence, and a tin of peeled potatoes at 32 pence. That is the prices. That is a list of what I got. And it was £1.50. Let's bring this over to here. Right, my goodness. Looks like we might be going up to a second box. Look at that. 12 weeks at just £1.50. That is a lot of food there. Absolutely masses of food. Well, there we are, guys. How easy is the water kefir? So easy, so good for you, and it tastes amazing. So I hope you go and give it a try. It really is that easy. And week 12, crikey, where have the weeks gone? Hasn't that gone quite quick, actually? 12 weeks of the hashtag £1.50 challenge. Wow. Haven't we got a lot of food there? That's a lot for just £1.50 a week. See what you could be getting in your cupboards. If you haven't thought about getting a pantry up, now is the time. The prices of food is going up on almost a daily basis, but easy weekly basis. I've seen it in all the supermarkets near me. It's happening what seems to be all around the world. So by buying food now and putting it to one side, you're locking in today's prices, not next week's prices or the month after prices, where it's going to be significantly higher. You're locking in at today's prices, which means you're getting more for your money now than what you will be in a few months' time. So, food shortages, grain shortages, it's happening worldwide. The grain shortages are due to the war in Ukraine. My heart goes out to all of everyone that's affected with that. That's awful. But you know, we have to do what we can right now, because apparently hard times are coming, winter's coming, and apparently this is when it's going to really hit us. Who knows? I don't know, but I'm going to make sure that I've got food for my family. And the only thing I can suggest is encourage you all to get food in for your family ready for winter. And don't buy the things you don't eat there. That is a one big thing. I see so many YouTube videos and they're telling you go out, buy beans and rice and all of this, and you're like, hang on a minute, what happens if they don't eat beans? What happens if you don't like beans? Don't buy them. You don't like beans, or you don't eat beans, you don't eat rice, don't buy them. Buy something else that you do eat. As I've said before, with the box of food, the 12 weeks, all of that is what we eat. I will not buy something that we do not eat. So no, that's not just done for show. That is done to stock up my cupboard for my kids and my husband. And everything in there is what we eat and what we use. And all I can do is encourage you lot to do the same. Buy what you eat. Do not listen to everybody else telling you you've got to get this, you've got to get that. No, you've got to get the food that you eat. That's all you've got to do, is get the food that you eat. And if you're not sure whether you're going to eat something, buy one and try it. If your family doesn't like it, don't buy it again. That's simple. You know, I'm always trying to expand our food here, encourage my kids to try something different, and that's all I do, is buy one, do a little taster up. If they like it, then it'll go in the weekly meal plan, you know. If not, you don't get it brought again. So that's enough of me banging on about getting a pantry. It is important, I feel it's important, but don't do it out of fear. Do it for peace of mind, that if you're ill, break your leg and you can't get out and do the shopping, it's there in your cupboards ready. Do it for times like that. I find it's easier psychologically to do it like that. I cannot shop in a panic. That for me is one of the hardest things to actually do, is go out shopping in a panic. I can't do it. My brain will not function properly and I just stand there looking confused. So it's not a good look. So do it for, you know, that sickness, that illness, that accident that might happen. Do it for that. Okay, well, I'm gonna stop there and I'm gonna sit down and have a lovely drink of my water kefir, nice and cold from the fridge. And if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, that way you will not miss a video. And don't forget the hashtag 1.50 challenge. Tag me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. All my links are down below in the description. So until next time, all, bye.